If you are looking into scaling up your business in the year 2020, then I would press upon you to watch this video to its entirety. Hi, my name is Vijay Mistry, CEO and founder of Rent a Director, business and executive coach, consultant, board advisor, non-executive director, author of 7 world-class corporate training programs which have a Green Light status award from the UK Trade and Investment. My dear friends, in this particular video, I want to share with you the key elements that is going to lead to you scaling up your business in the year 2020. You and I know that the world is changing. New entrants are coming in every industry out there globally. It is important for you to know that you have got the right business roadmap and the navigational path to take your business through 2020 and beyond. So let's deep dive straight. First and foremost, the first growth driver I want to share with you is 2 DDs. What do I really mean by 2 DDs? Now, by the way, it doesn't matter whether you are a startup or whether you got 5,000 employees. This is applicable to any size of organization. So here's what I would really press upon is have 2 deep diving sessions every month. One session is the usual management reports which you might be going through, where you're looking into the KPIs, the key performance indicators, and ensuring that your expectations are met, which is pretty important and which is standard in all the businesses. But here's what I would like you to do. Have a second deep diving session, which is a brainstorming session. It could be 2 hours, 3 hours, depending on the size and complexity of your organization. But this is what I would like you to do. This is more like a governance mindset brainstorming session, which you can have with your key team members. So if you have 4 or 5 executives as an example, then you can have these sessions with the top team in your particular business. Now, if you're a startup, you might just be on your own. That doesn't matter. Have this session, and here's what I would like you to do. Link your long-term, whatever your outcomes are, whatever your purpose is for the existence of your organization, make sure you link your short-term to the long-term. You need to ensure that you got all the touch points from long-term to short-term in place, because that will give you an advanced level of mindset as to what you really need to move ahead. And in this particular meeting, you can also look into other aspects such as innovation. It might be just productization of your products or services, whatever it is that you're providing. But what is it that you can do to push the envelope slightly in your particular business operation? This is very important and very powerful, because if you have this in itself, not only will it give you a different perspective about your business, but you will start picking up those signals, those advanced level signals. And this is so powerful, yet I see many organizations missing out on this particular deep diving session. Let me move to the second point, which is team. Now, look, you have a purpose and you have a vision for your particular business. Here's the thing, do you have the right team in place? And by the right team, I mean a team which is completely switched on, aligned to the intentions and the values as well as the vision of your particular business. This is so powerful, because if you have the right team, you have the highest of leverages there. Your team comes first, because they are the ones who are going to help you scale up your business. So make sure that you have that team which is going to take you further up. Whether it's a CFO that you need, or whether it's an operations personnel that you need, or whether it is head of sales or sales personnel that you need to ensure that you have the team in place. This resource is very important. And if you're a startup, maybe as a solopreneur or with a couple of partners, here's what I suggest. Have a virtual CFO or a virtual resource which can help you in the contribution and look at your business with a fresh pair of eyes. Look at it from a different perspective altogether. This is extremely powerful. So consider that. Let's move to the third point, which is equally important, S&C. Now, what do I mean by S&C? In the year 2020, things are going to be difficult. You need to put your attention to scaling up, to moving to another level altogether. In order to do that, you need to have your systems and your controls in place. I have noted in many businesses, this is one of the biggest missing links that companies have. You must ensure that your pipeline, whatever your pipeline is, and again, this is another thing that I would suggest, is step back, have a complete blueprint, a pipeline of your processes. What are your processes? What are the coordinates? Have that blueprint in place and make sure that each and every coordinate has a link. In other words, you have the feedback mechanisms, you have the procedures in place, you have the policies in place, and you ensure that each and every resource has that accountability. Because this in itself is going to drive growth for you in the year 2020. Let's move to the next point, which is equally important, which is board mix. Now, if you're a small company, you need to make sure that you have the right resources at the top. Now, you could be passionate about your business, and which is very good, but your competence, you must have competence in that particular field, whatever it is that your business is. But at the same time, you will need those key contributors at the top level to ensure that your expectations are aligned to the value and the vision of your organization. In order to have that, make sure that you have the right board mix or the executive mix which can take you further up. So you need a few people, and again, this can be at a virtual level as well. You need to make sure that you have the right people at the top, because they are going to help you in ensuring that the culture in your organization is not toxic and maximizes productivity in your organization. So this is so powerful. This is very important. Make sure, look at this board mix. And by the way, it doesn't need to be expensive at all. Nowadays, you can get virtual world-class non-executive directors, you can get board advisors, you can get mentors. These are now possibilities for you to ensure that you grow your particular business. Let's move to the next point, which is identify the 5%. In your particular business, I'm not talking about the 80-20%, because that is important as well, where 80% of your results come from 20% of your activities, which is important. I want you to go further in and look for that 5%. What is the 5% significance in your organization? And by the way, the 5% can be your personnel as well. So figure out where is that 5% which is making a profound impact and significant impact in your business. While everybody else is working on the 80-20 principle, I want you to look at the 5% which is core to the growth of your organization. This is going to help you have that uniqueness, and it will help you to capitalize on the leverage drivers even further. This is so powerful. So you need to step back, take a session, go on a retreat, but figure out what that 5% is for your organization. I promise you this particular investment can be game-changing for your particular business. Let's move further to the next driver, which is SF. Now, what do I really mean by SF? By SF, I mean sinking fund. Here's what I would like you to do. For the year 2020, prepare to save a small amount. It could be from your cash reserves, but prepare to save a small amount on sinking fund and ask your team to contribute to ideas. Now, maybe 7 out of 10 ideas may fail, but if there is one particular idea which can help you to scale up and expand your business exponentially, it will completely change the face you have been doing business. This is what my suggestion is. Have a small amount coming out of your reserves every single month and invest in the ideas. Empower your team to contribute to the ideas, to the growth of your business. and there might be a new service you might want to come up with, and it may not work, but at the same time you have this sinking fund in place. Another reason why I would like you to have this sinking fund is in case there's a global meltdown, or if there is a problem we had in the year 2008, 2009, where there was this global crisis, then you will be able to sustain your business during this tough period. So I press upon you to set aside a certain fund or a certain reserve for such unexpected circumstances. Let's move to the last growth driver I want to share with you, which is an obvious one, is that I would like you to consider having a coach. It could be a corporate coach, business coach, whatever it is, but somebody who can hold you accountable, somebody who can help you stretch your thinking as well, and somebody who can also contribute to the growth of your business. In many cases, I have noted that owners of businesses, they become complacent or they procrastinate. By having a business coach or a corporate coach in your particular setup, you will be able to not only have that discipline and build the habit of ensuring that you meet the outcomes, but you will also evolve and progress with the level of competencies and skills that you require. So somebody who can really stretch. And by the way, this should not be any ordinary coach. He or she must be somebody who's made an impact. So this is very important. My dear friends, I hope you found this particular video on how to scale up your business in 2020 insightful. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, where I'll share with you more growth-driven insights to help you scale up your business, as well as help you become a world-class leader, entrepreneur, director, executive, and manager. Thank you very much. Bye for now.